Okay, so you've done your research, gathered together your materials, decided what it is you want to say, maybe created some visual aids or got some props together. You're done, right? Wrong. You're not at the end of your preparation. You're at the very beginning. The paradox is, if you want to seem completely natural when you're giving a presentation, if you want it to look like it's all just flowing off the cuff, you have to put in the rehearsal time. There's all sorts of research out there now using brain imaging, showing what happens when we learn a skill, how practice moves the control of that skill from the front of the brain to the more unconscious areas at the back. If you're interested, you can Google up a whole wealth of information. The bottom line is this: when we're under stress, we fall back on behaviours that we have learnt through repetition. This is why sometimes in aeroplane accidents, people can't get their seatbelt off. In the stress of the moment, they start trying to push a button that isn't there, like on a car seatbelt, something they've done hundreds, maybe thousands of times before, instead of simply lifting the hinge like they've been shown, but have maybe only done half a dozen times in their lives. Okay, talking to a group of people is not the same as being in a plane crash, but nevertheless it is a stressful and for some people downright scary activity. So we will fall back on what we have drilled, what we've done the most of. And if what we've done the most of is simply read over our notes again and again, then when the time comes, that's what we'll do. We'll read our notes. Or even worse, if we've done nothing but spend the whole time creating a load of PowerPoint slides, then we have nothing left to fall back on except those slides. So you must rehearse. And you must rehearse out loud, standing up, and ideally in front of somebody else when you're ready. Practicing just in your head doesn't work. You have to use your lungs, your vocal cords, your mouth, your voice, your whole body in the way you will use them in the final performance. This has several advantages. Firstly, by actually saying the words out loud, you get to hear what works and what doesn't. Sometimes what sounds good in your head just doesn't work, isn't right when you say it out loud. Secondly, you'll discover which bits roll easily off the tongue and which are a bit clunky, maybe need a bit of a rewrite. Thirdly, you'll be getting used to the flow of your material, remembering what follows what, so you won't have to look at your notes so often. Importantly, the actual repetition will desensitize you to the stress, so when the time comes you'll be more relaxed. And lastly, and most important of all, you'll be drilled. So that when the stage fright kicks in, when the adrenaline starts to flow, you'll have a learnt pattern of behaviour to fall back on. And as I said, try and rehearse in front of at least one other person. This increases your level of stress and ensures that you've practiced working under stress so that when the event comes, you're more prepared. Rehearsal is your friend. You can't get enough of it.